Hello friends, colleagues, and associates. I am Vincenti from Vincenti IL, and today we are back with some more misadventures with Agent 47. You should consider hitting that like button, otherwise in the year 2034, you will be abducted by an alien vessel and be made into an alien warlord's jester. Today, Diana sends us to Santa Fortuna in Colombia. You see, Agent 47 is several months into this unorthodox addiction program, and now he is on the final step, where he must be immersed in an environment that poses an extremely high risk for relapse. This program is primarily marketed to high-profile celebrities and politicians. Anyway, this is the reason that Agent 47 is assigned to this mission to take on the world's largest drug cartel. He's come a long way since the last time he was in Colombia. It was a decade ago, where he spent an entire month doing shots of Bacardi out of taxidermied fishes with the likes of Justin Bieber and Lil Wayne. That whole month was a blur, but to commemorate his fond memories, 47's choice weapon for today's mission is the very same taxidermied fish that touched the mouths of Justin Bieber and Lil Wayne so many years ago. 47 is also much better dressed today than he was back then. In those days, he listened to a lot more Willie Nelson and wore lots of tie-dye. Agent 47's targets for today are the three top dogs of the Delgado Cartel. The first is Jorge Franco. Diana says that he's like an alchemist or something, and he gets super excited from mixing up random magic potions to make new drugs to sell, and to create more pizza recipes for his Michelin-starred restaurant. Apparently, one time he put together baking soda and vinegar, and the whole cartel came to a grinding halt for weeks. The second target is Rico Delgado, the pretty face of the cartel. Delgado is super vain. He maintains a tremendous social media presence, primarily Twitter and Instagram, where he posts lots of pictures of himself posing and making muscly arms in the mirror. The final target is Andrea Martinez, who is the director of marketing for the cartel. In her last major move, she acquired an exclusive sponsorship deal with the International Dodgeball League. Now, at the next Global Dodgeball Championships, everyone in the world will hear Dodgeball, the official sport of the Delgado Cartel. This does mean that the staffers of the Delgado Cartel will have to start taking their intramural dodgeball league a little more seriously. 47 takes a stroll outside the village, taking in the scenery of the lush rainforest. Literally, Agent 47 actually starts picking up flowers of exotic plants and also frogs and putting them in his pocket. I guess ever since he started kicking his drug habit, his kleptomaniac tendencies have increased to the point where he is stealing from Mother Nature herself. While wandering about the jungle, 47 happens upon two uniformed guards. Strange seeing armed soldiers patrolling around this random part of the rainforest. 47 thinks very hard for a long time. After a good 20 minutes, he considers that maybe the guards are here to guard something, like the entrance to a secret cartel operation. How brilliant, 47. Luckily, he has more stealth points than intelligence points, and 47 quickly and quietly isolates the two guards from each other before incapacitating each of them. It might be risky to leave these two men unconscious in the wilderness of the rainforest. It would make an easy meal if a jaguar or other jungle predator comes by. But that's okay, because Agent 47 is more of a cat person than a person anyway. 47 takes one of the guards' uniforms and makes his way down the path that they were guarding, before spotting a brightly colored, noticeable red box sitting on a cliff ledge opposite the chasm. One important lesson we've learned in Hitman school is to notice your surroundings, including brightly colored containers that look like they're designed to contain something useful. 47 also notices a spilled box of apricots a little further down the path. Agent 47 cries out in disgust. This is outrageous. How dare people litter the precious rainforest with their garbage? This is the home of the majestic jaguar, for God's sake. Trembling with rage, 47 gathers several of the apricots and starts hurling them across the chasm. One of them hits the noticeable red box, which falls to the ground, and out pops a brand new 500 terabyte external hard drive. 47 clambers down some vines to get to the hard drive. He excitedly pockets it, saying, "Oh cool, now I'll finally have more room to download all those mods for Grand Theft Auto San Andreas." He climbs back up the cliff wall and continues down the path, which leads out to what appears to be a heavily guarded farm of some sort. Maybe it's a strawberry farm? A vanilla bean farm? Just kidding. Agent 47 knows too damn well that what he's looking at is obviously a cocaine farm. He just likes to think positive and to look for the best in all situations. Sneaking through the farm to try and locate Jorge Franco, 47 starts to get a bit itchy everywhere on his skin. Uh-oh. 47, just focus on the mission. You'll get through this fine, and then you'll have completed your program 100% cocaine-free. Hooray! As a defense against the itch, 47 knocks out and steals a uniform from one of the guards wearing a bright blue poncho. I guess the guard was also making a fashion statement. At the back of the cocaine farm, Agent 47 finds a Michelin-starred restaurant. It was recently featured in Stratosphere, the official in-flight magazine of Columbia Airlines. The restaurant's a little smaller than 47 expected, but of course there is a giant automated pizza machine in the middle of the room. Those bastards! They've been advertising their pizza as handmade and artisan crafted, when all along they've been using a machine to chop all the toppings and shape the pizza dough. 47 suddenly pauses. Angered, but undaunted, he realizes that this could be a very lucrative business opportunity. If he could steal the schematics to the pizza chopping machine, he could sell it to DiGiorno's, and the world of frozen pizza would be turned on its head. 47 swaps to a disguise of a pizza chef and returns to plug in the external USB drive from earlier into the pizza machine and begins downloading the schematics. Suddenly, 47's target, Jorge Franco, appears. He wants to clear out the kitchen and try out a new alchemy pizza recipe in private. Agent 47 files out with the rest of the chefs, but circles around to the side of the kitchen where he sneaks back in through a window. Jorge Franco is too engaged with his alchemy to notice, hunched over his pizza machine, looking like a gangly crazed Gandalf, mixing together things like wort of frog and powder of cocaine. 47 sneaks up behind him and says, "Want a pizza, me?" And with that, the first target is eliminated. With the schematics of the pizza machine safely in hand, 47 makes his way back to the village square. Diana provides some intel that the second target, Rico Delgado, has plans to unveil a large statue of himself later today and has made it a big to-do, complete with a live mariachi band. Agent 47 decides to take a closer look at the statue, but the path leading up to it is guarded by 2 soldiers. 47 hides nearby and tosses a brick of cocaine into some bushes behind a wall. Wait, 47? Where did you get that cocaine from? 47 says, "Oh, this? Don't worry, this cocaine isn't for me. It's distraction cocaine, for throwing." I guess we don't need to question him any further because it actually seems to work. The brick of cocaine made a loud cracking sound against the wall, and one of the guards heads over to investigate. Agent 47 takes out his trusty taxidermied fish, takes aim, and lobs it straight into the back of the guard's head. 47 sneaks over to the unconscious guard and takes his outfit. Master of over 350 languages, Agent 47 walks past the second guard, and in perfect imitation of the first guard's voice, he says, "Bonjour, friend, amigo, don't mind me." 47 makes it to the statue and starts whacking it with a wrench. That ought to do the trick. Time to get this party started. Agent 47 pulls out his mariachi band outfit, which he had packed earlier for just such an occasion, and approaches the stage. "Bonjour, amigos. Mind if I join you?" In response, the other band members, who seem to be drunk out of their minds, start cheering and whooping. 47 spends the next several hours just jamming with the band. They actually sound like utter shit, but nobody seems to mind. Everyone in the village is just completely wasted. They probably spent the whole weekend doing shots out of taxidermied fishes. Finally, the ceremony begins. Our third target, Andrea Martinez, conveniently shows up and introduces Rico Delgado to the stage. We'll have to wait to take her out later. Delgado himself starts making a long-ass speech, talking about how great Santa Fortuna is, about how excited he is to whip out his huge, gigantic, rock-hard statue and show it to everyone. He asks for a drum roll before pulling out his iPhone and starting a Facebook Live video stream, then pulls the veil. 47 says, "Well, that was a marvelous statue, but I think Delgado just took it for granite." With 2 targets down, only Andrea Martinez is left. Since she has had a lot of recent correspondence with the marketing team at the International Dodgeball League, Agent 47 decides to make use of this intel. But first, a change of disguise is needed. He wanders onto the premise of Delgado's mansion property. The guards here are dressed rather snazzily, and 47 decides that the 2 guards in this building are too comfortable with their AC, and he jams a pair of scissors into the AC unit. It doesn't explode, not like the last time Agent 47 jammed sharp things into random electrical components. It does cause one of the snazzily dressed guards to come out and investigate. 47 gets him to isolate himself even further before finally taking him out with his trusty taxidermied fish and chucking it straight at the guard's head. Now Agent 47 is the snazzily dressed one. With an air of authority and fabulous confidence about him, 47 makes his way back to Andrea Martinez's compound. He informs the entrance security guard that he has a private message from a certain Mr. Reginald Scrivener, chair of the International Dodgeball League. They let Agent 47 into Martinez's main office, which is decorated about as tastefully as Professor Umbridge's office. Somehow, the soldiers, or secretaries, or whatever they are, would be able to see through 47's disguise if they saw him. He snoops around to the desk, stuffs a couple blank pieces of paper into an envelope, and labels it to Miss Martinez. Urgent message regarding the upcoming Global Dodgeball Championships. Please read in private. 47 hides out on the balcony. He takes a seat and stays there contemplating for a while. He takes in the scenery, admiring the liveliness of the piranha-infested river, and thinking longingly about Burt Reynolds in the movie Deliverance. 47 really wishes that he had an airboat for his getaway right about now. After a while, Martinez finds the letter on the desk and, with great urgency, rushes out to the balcony to read it. Without noticing 47 lurking in the shadows, Martinez struggles with taking the letter out of the actual envelope. Some genius used packing tape to seal it. The moment arises. Agent 47 comes out of the shadows and says, "Andrea Martinez, need help fishing out that letter?" And with that, the final target is sleeping with the fishes. With the mission complete, Agent 47 sneaks down to the fishing shanty down the road to look for a getaway. Lo and behold, a motorboat ripe for the taking. It might not be a full-on airboat, but still, he's just like Burt Reynolds in Deliverance. Thank you all for watching this episode of Misadventures with Agent 47. If you subscribe today, then in 23 years, your hometown will have grown to love you so much that they erect an enormous statue in the town square to immortalize your likeness. Sounds pretty cool, don't you think?